All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Word with Ty Brownlow. I am your host, Ty Brownlow, and remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. Today, ladies and gentlemen, got a very special guest for you. It's going to be real, so let me give you a couple of words, okay? Addiction, testimony, artist, all the way from the ATL, Atlanta, for those that don't know. I know some of y'all are like, what the hell is ATL? Atlanta, okay? Atlanta, Georgia, okay? It's in the United States. It's Dirty South. There you go. All right. Everybody give it up for Henry Arts. What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Yo, much love, Will.
Hey,
I
brother,
appreciate
man,
y'all for having me, man.
Look here. I appreciate you for being on, man, because first and foremost, man, you are from the hometown Chicago. So
yes, sir.
Anytime I get somebody from the home team out here that's doing good, and especially like how we gonna get down today and really go there, man, I'm always thankful for that. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, now some of the words I used, one of the words I used was artist. Okay. Now, man, Henry Arts is out here getting y'all, man, look, he's giving y'all this ghetto gospel. Okay. Henry Arts got a song called Revival.
Yes, sir.
And if you just allow me to speak in a different tone for a second, it's some real shit, and it's really dealing with, man, something I don't really think we talk about enough, and we really don't pay attention to, but it happens every day. Okay, man, addiction. Okay, now let me just talk to you, Henry. Man, look here, bro. This video.
Yes,
first and foremost, man, like, it's fire. Let me just say that. It's fire. Like, how you're like, man, from you delivering everything to how it's shot to the story told,
yes,
like, it's just nonstop. So first and foremost, let's just go and give other people their props. Who directed the video?
Full with the camera was our director, my homegirl Jax. She had We Get It Media. She helped me come up with the storyline, but pretty much me and Fool with the camera and Jax, we put that thing together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Workaholic Records for helping me get that done. My team, I got a crazy team that allows me to just do whatever it is I want to do. But Fool with the camera, I think he based out here in Atlanta, and Jax Camille. And from We Get It Media and myself, we directed and we came up with that storyline, and it's true. It's true. Everything that happened in the video is a true story. So, in order for us to get that, like, it was kind of traumatic trying to re-depict that moment in my life and everything. So, it was emotions all through the video. So you feel it. That's why you rock with it, because what comes from the heart usually goes to the heart.
Okay, so now you drive home a great point, because, man, I think when stories are more personal and they're true to life, it hits much harder. That's why I'm saying, like, from the beginning, it moves. The whole video moves, like the whole story moves,
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it tells like, as we said before, it tells a story about addiction. And man, addiction is something we don't really talk about, like, and it's not really taboo, but we just don't talk about it.
We talk about it, but we kind of praise it. We don't really give it the true understanding of what it is. Like, addiction is something, it's a disease, and it's something that needs to be, recognized as such, but we kind of think of it as a party or a good time. And majority of the time when we talking about these drugs and shit, it's not telling y'all the after effects, the withdrawals, the tomorrow, the lose your families, the almost die, the financial situations you end up in, the 30-day inpatient programs, and then doing it again, and then the jail that comes. There's a lot of shit that come with this shit that simply can just come from self-control. You could alleviate with self-control, refraining, prayer, find the other outlets and really find the other ways to, other ways to occupy your time, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a fucking advocate for NA because I smoke weed, and that would be a no-no, But I know what drug was ruining my life. I know what I was doing. I was ruining what I was doing, and I was able to abstain from it at this stage in my life, and that's a blessing.
Man, and well, first and foremost, yes, that is a blessing, and hats off to you. Okay,
Appreciate it.
first and foremost, because look, man, look, I've had people on the show before, and I've had other artists, independent hip hop artists, and I'm just thinking about one in particular. I'm not gonna name no names, but they were talking about when they first got up in like the music scene, they were like very young, and they were hanging out at these events that they were, man, these people were much more older than them, and in order to fit into some of these events, they had to do certain things that they never done before in order to feel cool, in order to feel pressure. You know what I'm saying? Which led to other stuff happening to them like later on down the road that shouldn't have been.
Yeah, that's true. You get taken advantage of.
Right, man. Like, and that's part. So look, for real, cause I ain't even finna get on no soapbox and do all that shit right now. But seriously, man, like, let's really talk about the industry sometimes and how it can really take you under if you're not really like, A, if you ain't got your head screwed on straight, and B, if you ain't got a good team. A good team in the industry, man, will take you far. But at the end of the day, it's really about you. But as I said before, man, if you got some people that know what it is, man, that's really looking out for you, you'll get, past pretty much every other obstacle.
Yeah. I've been like I was telling you when I was first speaking to you. I've been doing music for 16 years, and I've worked with a lot of different people. But when I bumped into this team I got now, Workaholics. You know what I'm saying? My buddy Rock. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Stevie, Fats. You know what I'm saying? Fats the jeweler, youngest jeweler in the world. 13 years old, got a jewelry store in the Diamond District, downtown Chicago. But you know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. But at the same time, man, like, my team is really everything, because I've been as talented as I am my entire career. I've worked with some of the greatest names in the industry. I've done some work with a lot of people. Like, it's not going to be a surprise to a lot of these guys when they see my face surface, because I finally found the right team. And timing is everything, in my opinion, bro, because I could have reached levels of success that I wasn't ready for. And I think God protected me from that. You know what I'm saying? Because, even without having like boatloads of money and opportunity, I overdosed and died, even without that. So imagine if I would have had the bag to really support these bogus habits and the influences of these people. And I was at an age where I was easily influenced by star-studdedness. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm 32 years old. I just made 32 June 15th. And I think that the reason that I'm just now coming into my win is because I had to be exactly this mature in order for it to sustain, stick, and mean something that lasts forever in the minds of the people and my legacy on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have easily been in here today, gone tomorrow. I've made a lot of hit songs. I've written some songs that charted with people. But, you know what I'm saying? Right now, at this time we're living in, the day and age that we're living in, the type of shit that goes on in our everyday world, you know what I'm saying? And the type of music that's being made now, what I got to offer is just completely not there. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys that were coming like that. Like, shout out to rest in peace Mo3, and always get the Rod Wave comparison. Shout out to Shorty, Derez Deshawn, a lot of guys, Moray, young guy coming up now, chubby dude too, singing his ass off, talk about real life though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But my story is different. I've been doing this shit forever. Like, I've been singing since I was 3-4 years old. I started off in the church, and my whole family's musicians, and I've been singing and writing music forever. And I feel like my audience is gonna be able to tell how serious I am about this thing.
Yeah. And well, okay, so I'm glad you said that, because, man, like, as I said before, even in the video, as like, it moves and everything comes off, like how you're even given, like, the flow and it's not really a flow because you're singing. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, you're like preaching, but you're not preaching. But you're like, look, man, y'all gonna get this gospel.
You feel me?
It's gospel, like it's moving. You know what I'm saying? It's like soul stirring, almost in a sense.
Yeah,
you know.
I call it rhythm and gangster. It's like instead of R&B, rhythm and blues is rhythm and gangster. You know what I'm saying?
R&G,
that's a genre that I want to be the king of. R&G. Like when they think about R&G, they'll be like Henry Arts, one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? And it is very ghetto gospel because I'm a spiritual dude and I don't believe in like sending niggas off. I ain't like no holy nigga. Like I done been through some shit. Like if you write my real name in on Google, it'll probably surprise you. But you know what I'm saying? No sex offender type shit. But
no.
A lot of other shit though, man. I lived a rough life, man. But my parents, you know what I'm saying, gave me an opportunity and moved me to the suburbs. And with that came drugs. Like that shit was just inevitable. The white boys was doing different shit that niggas didn't have. My homies would have been clowning me if the guys at the crib knew that I was out in the suburb popping pills and doing this shit that the white boys was doing. They'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Right. They would have really been clowning me. But you know, I had my own path to carry and go through, and I feel like it was necessary. And I feel like my story may save somebody's life.
Right. Well, man, I mean, let's talk about it for a second, man, because I know we talked about it, before, but addiction, man, like how people in the industry can use that against you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's a heavy bargaining tool for somebody else. Like, addiction to make you do crazy shit, man. Like, sure. You'll find yourself in a real bad position, like, and you'll do something that's worth billions for a high. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say in that song, "New slaves, pharmacies, plantation of the new age, coming down, got me acting two-faced. Stop while you ahead before it's too late."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like we new slaves, man. You know what I'm saying? Pharmacies, plantation of the new age. Like niggas will do anything for a high, and then they get you fucked up, hooked up on these drugs that you become physically dependent upon. Like, the stimulants and shit. Like everybody, you gonna see them, they're gonna make around in the coke and everything that you just, but those that drink, that lean, that everybody make.
Mm-hmm.
People really kicking these perks. That shit hurt, bro. That shit ain't. It feel good for a very small moment, but I promise you spend more time aching than you do feeling good. Right. And it's like, man, if you don't have to jump into that, I'm gonna get that message out. Shit, ain't nobody telling nobody about that part, man. What the fuck? Why else they be lying to these little niggas? Like, all right, yeah, it feel good. Yeah, getting high feel good. Popping perks feel good for a second. But nigga, you throwing up and shit, and not to get too graphic, and can't go to sleep, and you sweating, and you calling for dear life, and you like shit get serious, nigga. That shit, heroin. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, shorty. Percocet is a very, very pretty version of heroin. Period.
But see, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like that's the real. Nobody's really talking about. And as you said, man, certain songs out here, certain people out here glorifying it, making it look like it's cool, but ain't nobody talking about these after effects, the ache, the throwing up, and this, that, and the other. Yeah. Man, have you feeling like shit the next day or the next couple of days, and now you ended up on that to not feel that.
Yeah. And that's not even no knock to niggas that like, I like my boy Moneybagg, he's in his song Waukesha. I think he did a real good job of trying to let motherfuckers know like it ain't all good, you know what I'm saying? But he still glorified it because like in the moment, like when you getting high, you got it, you on top of the world. So I understand like addiction is a tricky motherfucker, man. So I'm not even mad at them, like, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that there has to be somebody out here that's giving y'all the tail side of the coin.
Right. Okay. Well, man, look, since we keeping it real, let's just really keep it real, man, and talk about, those around you. Like, man, like addiction doesn't only affect you, it affects, man, your damn circle, your family, like everybody that's like really included, with being like within your circle, your soul circle, whatever the hell it is, man, they're all affected by this. So let's talk about that for a second, because nobody really talks about that shit.
I said, coming down, got me acting two-faced. Stop while you ahead before it's too late. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pop at my percocet and then, like, I'll get to not having them. And then, like, being to it with everybody in my house. Like, it's a chemical imbalance that's there. And then, like, it turns me angry. It's something that really would fuck with my inner peace when I couldn't get high. And people will be worried about me. And then you got to think about how selfish I will be to be taking these drugs that could potentially kill me when I got 4 whole kids depending on me. A strong woman that's really dependent on me to come home with the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like this talent that's being bestowed upon me that's supposed to make sure that my great grandkids are comfortable. God gave me talent for the generations. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So how selfish I am to, you know what I'm saying, let that go down the drain because I want to be high for a second. People start to not trust you. You know what I'm saying? I say in the song, I say, well, they say, what the fuck is you wilding for? I fucked Karma and she came back with child support. But that ain't shit. I done been down on the ground before, telling the story of my life, but that shit sounded poor. A shiesty snake young nigga with a bad rapport. But I changed my thinking and the young nigga grounded more. But people think I'm still the same, so they slam the door. You fall for anything, do you know what you standing for? Flowing through life's ocean, finally see land ashore. I'm damaged, boy, from these motherfuckers' hands and pour. But saying all that to say, motherfuckers will stop fucking with me. Like, I'm not on that no more, right? But they don't trust me because I done stole, I done did this to this person, I done did this to that person, I done not kept my word, I done, and trust is easy to lose, but it's really hard to regain.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So by me going through what I went through, man, I feel like this story is one that's all too familiar. I'm not the only nigga that's a drug. And the thing about drug addicts, like I'm a drug addict. I'm not gonna say I'm an ex-drug addict because there's no such thing. I'm a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I'm a recovering drug addict because I still use drugs, but I don't use certain drugs. But addiction is a tricky, cunning, little sneaky little fucking thing, man. And I really hope that, I hope that there's a message in this that can maybe make somebody even realize and be comfortable with enough to admit and understand that they're a drug addict.
Well, man, let's just keep it real for a minute though. Like when we talk about addiction, man, like as you said before, addiction itself will make you do some, man, real weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, man, I just gotta have it. I just gotta do it. I just gotta have my Z. As you said, man, you can be in there, man, doing like $1 million deal, but for a 5-minute high that you crave so bad, you can mess over this $1 million deal or sign your life away and you not have royalties or masters or what have you because you're too busy chasing this. And it's happened.
Multiple times. I don't even want to get to saying too many names of people.
No, we ain't gonna name no names.
But in this industry, the name of the game is, man, show you this to do you this. Like, so if you fall for it, man, you fall for it. Like, a lot of niggas been signing deals for a quarter brick, a brick or two, Nigga, that shit ain't nothing. It's people still getting money off some of these guys' music that they been snorted their proceeds. They been shot up they, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of niggas has been that your favorite artists out here look like they're on top of the world. Strung out, fucked up, no money, bad habits. Like, man, habits are everything, man. You are your habits, bro. So you know what I'm saying? You have to be conscious of what you do every day. You know what I'm saying? Because if I try to make it I'm big, I'm a fat dude, I'm not the healthiest nigga in the world, but you know, and like my lack of self control shows in many ways. You know what I'm saying? But the little things that I do, the little wins that let me understand that I do have control over this thing. Like this year, I observed Ramadan for the full 30 days. I'm not Muslim, but I got a lot of Muslim brothers. And I observed Ramadan, no water, no food, and prayed off from the sun up to sundown for 30 days straight. And directly after that, we released Revival and got that plan together. And I'm at almost 500,000 views in 2 weeks. And like I'm like, you know, the Father he'll help you when you'll sacrifice. And you know, I like getting high. So I feel like that's my lamb. That's my sacrificial lamb. If I could not do that for y'all and still do my thing and really give y'all the truth, I think that's gonna be what, you know, that's my sacrifice.
Hey man, let me just say this, dude. I appreciate like transparency, man. Like on the real, dude. Like, and I'm not just saying that shit to be saying it, but I like it, or I appreciate it more when a motherfucker's like really truthful about some shit. Like, look, man, like, look, I still do X, Y, Z. This shit is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up there and act like I'm a damn saint, because I'm not, you know, but I'm working on me. I'm taking these steps, man. You know what I'm saying? And as you said before, sometimes, man, those small wins be big.
Them joints be mean everything.
Man,
you gotta hold on to those. Man.
Like you gotta hold on to that shit. Like even like the smallest win, like for like some in a sense, is the biggest win for you, because like I'm gonna keep it real, man. Look, man, I'm gonna use myself. I can only talk about me. Like, man, pretty much like you, I like to smoke weed too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I'm not gonna front. It was a point in time, man, like I can remember a time when I was just really out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, nigga, like, you know, I just gotta smoke. And like it had became a real bad addiction to the point where I was out here doing certain shit that I ain't had no business doing, you know what I'm saying? Just so I can, you know, go top this. And now, like you said, you know, you like, damn, dog, is this what you want? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you got to go back and kind of like smooth those relationships over. But people look at you different.
They slam the door.
People look at you different, and you know it's hard to like say that. So man, nah, bro, I feel that shit. I feel that shit wholeheartedly, man.
I really appreciate, man. It makes me feel like this shit is not falling on deaf ears. Like I think that people expect to have a different conversation with me when they read my story on paper. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all, yes, I'm never go pop percocet tonight. I've never done this again because I died and this. Hey Joe, this shit real. This shit hurt. This shit happens. And I'm going through shit, man. I'll be going through real shit, man. I be losing motherfuckers left and right, to the system, to the motherfucker, each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Family turn on you, certain shit. It's a lot of shit.
You know what? On the real though, man. But you know, bro, like, fuck it, man. Let's just like step into this arena for a second, man. I mean, I wasn't even trying to do all this other shit, but fuck it. Let's just step over here into this arena for a minute, man.
I'm here, bro.
Like, especially in our community, man. Like, if you ain't, man, even if you are growing up on a certain side of town, they got their own shit they deal with too, man. Like everybody got their own set of shit that they have to deal with, no matter what side of the tracks you fucking fall on. you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just speaking from the rough side of the tracks, how sometimes, man, ego, poor attitude, mental health, all that shit plays a part into a person's like, man, spiraling towards addiction. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, as you said, you can come from a peaceful home and it's this, that, and the other, but the shit around you going on, man, bullets, carjackers, this shit, man, people, you know, dropping left to right due to, you know, either shootings or disease.
Not having no fucking money.
No money. Look, not having no money and trying to figure out a way to come up with the money, but depressed because, man, you just can't fucking do that shit and the shit's not there and you just feel like the world is caving in on you. Yeah. That's real.
I was able to see both sides of the tracks. Like, I'm from 124th and Parnell, south side of Chicago.
Yep.
Triggerton.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? His BDs, GDs, MCs, folk corner hustlers, it's Stones right on 128. Right? It's a bunch of stuff. My neighborhood is cracking. There's a lot of shit going on. There's MCs. There's a lot of shit going on in my neighborhood. Always have been, always will be. My mother and father still married. You know what I'm saying? They stuck it out through a lot of shit, right? And my old man came into a bag, like my 7th, 8th grade year school. So, you know what I'm saying? I was able to leave from the hood and move to the suburbs. We moved to Homewood, Illinois, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think that, I mean, my dad did everything he could to try to give me good schooling and shit like that, but we went out there to struggle around these rich motherfuckers. I wish that my dad would have took the bag, invested it, let us stay in the hood, did some different shit, made it a real bag, and but he said, no, I want my son not to fucking die. I'm gonna take him from out here and I'm gonna take him to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? It was understand the thinking, but you know what I'm saying? That good white man school ain't always the best situation for your young black man. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm out here around these rich ass niggas, and we ain't got no fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And I got all of the street mentality in the world. And I learned from the greatest on all street game, and everybody out here green. It's a few niggas I done ran into that solid niggas, 708 lifestyle, like they want, like the niggas I called before I called. So don't get it fucked up. Like, I started to find out later on that even in the suburbs, there was niggas out there that I trust with my life that were the realest niggas I ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you know what I'm saying? It turned me on. Like now it's cracking. I know we ain't have no money, so I know how to get some money, and I'm the only nigga out here doing it. So here we go. I started robbing. We selling weed. We popping lockers. We doing whatever it takes, whatever it's going. And I was doing good, but what came along with that was the parties and being around these rich ass motherfuckers, and they're doing not just smoke weed, they're doing cocaine. They're popping their mom's prescription pills. We're drinking more fucking liquor than the goddamn Vegas Strip can hold. And like, I was living a college life at fucking 14, 15, 16. And I was one of them niggas. And I could sing. And you know what I'm saying? The hoes was liking me. It was like, then it just can't, it turned up a little demon. It fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to see both sides of the spectrum. Like, my mom, I was well versed. I grew up, before that, I was around all Mexicans. And you know what I'm saying? I know their lifestyle, how they grow up. And we moved around all niggas. And then we got a chance to move around the rich niggas and white people. And you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm very articulate. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a goofy. I was always the smartest nigga in class, but I was always the wildest nigga in class. And, you know, and then there you had it.
There it is. Hey, man. But I mean, look, I'm just glad you're here to talk to us, man, and just really give us that real, man, because
it's God be the glory, bro.
Like it's like greatly needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people just had a lot of misconceptions about this shit that I'm not gonna say they should have or they shouldn't have, but it's what the media and radio and TV and video and all this shit is pushing out here to us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take my bag, inshallah, and put it where I want to put it.
That's right.
And it's gonna get heard, and it's gonna resonate.
That's what's up.
And it's gonna create trouble for the companies that don't want that message to be out. They either gonna try to. I don't want to speak through your tongue is powerful, man. And I watched Tupac talk about how they was gonna kill him for his whole career, and he ended up dying. But niggas like us, it don't be a lot of room for niggas like us and shit.
Yeah, man. Hell no. I mean, because they want you to be a certain way, man. They want you to talk about certain shit. Like, look, dude, I could get on this platform and talk about all kind of messy ass shit all day. You know,
yes, it'll do millions of you. Where's Tekashi 6ix9ine? You may be surprised how much goofy shit I see thumbing through the internet. Pointless shit.
No, man. But that's not. At the end of the day, that ain't who I am. And man, look. I don't give a damn if 3, 4, 5 people watch, you know what I'm saying? But every time you see my show, you're going to get real fucking content. You're going to get real stories from real people about real situations that can help others, you know what I'm saying? Or be a tool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not building this to be like, oh, okay, I can fix your, life. And no, I can't do that shit. What I can do, though, is give you stories from other people who are struggling and going through or who have overcome challenges like yourself, man, and show you the game plan and how to take the next step. Because really, at the end of the day, that's what most people really need. How do I take that next step? What does that next step look like? Because, man, I'm just scared to take the step. And the step
don't really know where to step. I wouldn't even call it fear, but it'd be lack of the knowledge. Like, niggas don't even know where to step to next. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the part. Like, I'm pretty sure that if you fuck with drugs, percocets, opioids, pretty sure you've reached the point to where you really want to let this shit go. You know what I'm saying? It has to have happened because the pain is 10 times worse than the euphoria. So, like, where do you go? Like, where would I tell somebody right now if they would say, man, I'm trying to stop taking these perks, bro? Where could I go? What could I do? Most people don't even have the knowledge to try to help a motherfucker get through that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know what? That's real. That's real. Like, who can help me? I don't even know nobody that can help me. And then sometimes you feel as if, man, can't nobody around here do anything for me. So fuck it. I'm just going to do what I got to do until I run into some help. But man, you're just like continuing the fucking cycle. Yeah.
That's my bad. Can you see me?
Oh, no. I got you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So look, man, if people want to get in contact with you, man, they want to holler at you on social media or anything like that, how can people get in contact with you?
And call my phone. Now I just bullshit, man. Look, you can get in contact with me on Instagram as Henry Arts Official. Spelled just like it sounds, Arts with an S, Henry Arts Official. And then on Facebook, I go by Henry Arts. Just look me up, man. I respond to people and all that shit, man. I ain't no bougie ass rapper. Even though things are on the up and up for me, I've been getting a lot of interaction lately from a lot of people. A lot of people been reaching out to me, and shout out to y'all. And I reply back, man. So I want to be in tune and in touch with my audience. I want to keep that forever. I want that to be a part of my legacy. One person that always responded and wanted to help and reached out, and I was always there for people, just like, because I need y'all to be here for me. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I appreciate you guys' platform, man. What's the name of your platform?
Word with Ty Brownlow.
Word with Ty Brownlow.
Yep.
Man, Word with Ty Brownlow. Shout out to y'all. Much love to y'all for having me and listening to my story. Y'all are the ones that matter, man, because before, later on when Double XL and Source and all the niggas catch on, it's going to be Ty Brownlow that really got the fucking voice out there first. He's going to be the one that made the message understood. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the underdogs. I appreciate the people that's coming from where I'm coming from. And you got to see everybody on the way back down, man. I don't never want nobody to be able to say that nigga was a fuck nigga. That nigga treated me this kind of way. That nigga was arrogant. That nigga. No, I'm a humble young man. I get on your ass if I have to, but at the same time, I'm just trying to live and be peaceful and raise my children up to live a life, nice, beautiful life that my parents tried to provide for me. You know what I'm saying? We only can do what we can do.
Word. Hey man, look, I agree. And look, you are, well, you are, you will, and man, all that, man, look here, all that, man, all that, everything,
Yes, sir.
and some.
Yes, sir.
That's what.
Thank you, sir.
Look,
Appreciate
man,
you.
look, I really enjoyed this whole conversation, man. Like, this has been what's up, man. Like, I really appreciate transparency. I really appreciate somebody really giving, like, the real, you know what I'm saying, to everything, you know, out here, not bullshitting. But, Mr. Henry Arts, we've come to the very last question, the question that my show's known for. So I got to ask you, Mr. Henry Arts, what is the one word that best describes you? Why?
Father or family. It will be between father or family.
Okay.
Because my household means more to me than my own body. I do this for my babies. My baby saved my life. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for my kids, my wife, and the support that I got, and the crib that I wake up in every day, I don't know where the fuck I'd be at. So I'm a representation of my family and my children. So father or family.
Man, hey, I love it, bro. I love it, man. I love it. Hey, look, one of the words I used was testimony, and I don't know where y'all been the last 40 so minutes, man, but if y'all ain't been listening, I don't know what the hell to tell y'all. Like, y'all done missed out. Y'all gonna have to go back and check this shit again. But, man, it's been real, man. Like, everything we've talked about has been real, okay? Transparent, all right? Man, my man Henry Art's been giving it to you. And, man, look here, Revival. Look, man.
Yeah.
Go check that. Where can they get, man? Look here.
All platforms. Revival is available on all platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, SoundClick. Whatever you listen to music on, type in Henry Arts Revival. It's going to be the first thing that pop up. YouTube video going crazy right now.
Yes,
I'm real excited about that, man. So, yeah, man, Henry Arts Revival available everywhere. And I'm going to be dropping something real soon. So when y'all lock in, make sure you subscribe and, you know what I'm saying, make it to where when I drop something else, you get a notification.
Well, that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen, man. He just told you, so that's exactly what it is, and that's what we gonna do, all right?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Ty Brownlow.
Man, no problem, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Word with Ty Brownlow. I've been your host, Ty Brownlow. Remember, no one is worthless. No story is worthless. You can follow me, all social media platforms, at Word with Ty Brownlow, or go to my website, tybrownlow.com. You gonna get this interview plus other great interviews. My man Henry Arts. We out.
Peace and love.
Peace.